about to share with you a part of myself, something that has been incubating since 2020. A sacred piece of me that has served as my sweet heaven since childhood, guiding me throughout my life's journey. For a long time, I was afraid to release it into the world, afraid of how others might interpret it. I feared judgment, for the world I have known has rarely been kind to me, especially since childhood. I grew up in a war-torn country, a wound I am still healing from. Yet, in the midst of that pain, I discovered my purpose. Over the years, my multiple personalities have carried me through, and now, the poet, distinct from the folk singer you all know, is ready to step forward and share a vulnerable piece of herself with the world. In this album, I bled. Some of the stories are mine, others belong to those around me, and some are imagined worlds I created to survive. It is a cocktail of emotions. Some pieces carefully written, others improvised in the moment, unedited, unfiltered, raw. So welcome to the Juju in HerStory season. A journey through emotion, healing, and truth. Embrace it fully and prepare yourself for a lifetime or a lifestyle, not just a lesson. With all my love, Medusa.
When he told me he doesn't love me anymore, the first things that came to my mind was the 1H and 3W. How, when, where, why? I mean, there must be a reason. There must be a place, because one doesn't wake up one morning and decides to fall out of love with someone. That is not possible. How can that happen? I am not ready to fall out of love with him. No, I am not ready. You said you love me. I didn't put those words in your mouth. I didn't ask you to love me. Your heart chose to love me. So how dare you stand there and say you don't love me? Love doesn't die, because I know your heart didn't stop beating. When I told my friends, you said you don't love me anymore, the first thing they said to me was, yeah, we saw it coming. How come they get to see it coming and I didn't? Because I make sure I wear my glasses all the time. Even when they said, we told you, I was standing there asking myself, when and where was that when they said it? Was I deaf to hear it? Or maybe my IQ is too low to understand it? It's not like I didn't want to believe them, because the signs were there. Yes, they were there. But society teaches us to be there. Endure his pain and be there for him. But I keep on convincing myself. I let my heart do the thinking for me, because I wanted you for me. Not knowing I was living a lie that I was willing to sacrifice everything for. A lie that you don't spend time with me because you're busy. A lie that will go on that vacation soon, or that text that didn't come through, you didn't see it because you were busy, because you're too tied up with work so much that you didn't get to see my text. I'm in deep. I'm not talking about waist deep. I'm talking about trying to keep my head above water deep. I didn't sign up for this. You promised me all the way. How come you're leaving me halfway? They said love is like sand. When you hold it tight in your hand, it slips through your fingers and slips away. They said when you love someone, you let them go. If they come back to you, then it's meant to be. But how can I live a single day without you, knowing you are out there? Because the thought of you being with someone else is nerve-wracking. So I'm going to ask you again. How, when, where, and why?
Among 7.8 billion people in the world, I choose you. Out of 3.778 billion women in the world, I choose you. Out of 2.2 billion men in the world, I choose you. You become my parent not by chance, but by choice, because I choose you. I spent 9 months, or should I say 38 weeks, just so I could get prepared to meet you. I could be somewhere else, but I choose you. I kick often because I wanted you to know I can't wait to meet you. That's why I kicked my mom. You become my parent by choice, not by chance, because I choose you. I choose you because you're the ones I feel connected to. I choose you because I feel you'll protect me. They say love is blind. I guess they're right because I fell in love with you before setting my eyes on you. They say every child is a blessing, so I choose to bless you with me. I know that sounds narcissistic anyway, but that's the only way I could think of saying it to you. Mother, I know I'm going to change your body. Early morning sickness, stretch marks, weird tasting food, hot-tempered sleepless nights, excruciating pains, losing your hair, just so you could bring me into this world. And for that, I'll forever be grateful. Father, I love you to love Mother. I don't want you to look at her differently because her body is going to change. She won't be as perfect as she was before having me. They say every child is a blessing, but I'm blessed to have the two of you as my parents. With love, your unborn child.
Born tired. We were born tired not of age, but of the weight we inherited. Our dreams came wrapped in dust and delivered by midwives with bloodshot eyes from watching too many future miscarriages. In Sierra Leone, we do not run out of potential. We run out of permission to rise, to speak, to be more than what census predict. We are the children of war's echo and peace's broken promise. Every campaign season, they baptize us in slogans, offer rice like it's holy water. But after the voting ink dries, we vanish like the footprints in heavy rain. In Sierra Leone, they tell us, be patient, we will deliver. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, but even Rome had architects. We have ministers with offshore accounts and a ministry of youths that forgets our names until it's time for a photo op. Look around. We hustle on streets paved with broken system, sell sachet water in sun that stings like betrayal, speak 5 languages fluently, none of which open a door in an office with aircon. University certificates gather dust like ancient relic in forgotten shrines, while our sisters trade dignity for sugar daddies in tinted chips, and our brothers, desperate, write visa application like psalms. We scroll through Instagram, see youths in other lands, create apps, build empires, launch podcasts, while we're here debating whether to pray or protest. The youth is not lazy. We've just grown weary of building bridges that led to nowhere, tired of climbing ladders held by men who kick them over the moment we reach Rock 5. Still, we're fire. Even rain cannot abhor what we know, that no nation strives by silencing the very hands that will one day carry its casket or crown. So don't tell us to rise. Give us land, give us loans, give us leaders who see past tribal lines and know that justice isn't seasonal. We are Sierra Leone's unfinished sentence, and until we write the full stop ourselves, we will not be silent.
I love to love even when love doesn't love me. I love to love because I am a lover. I loved even when love held back. I gave love everything even when I didn't get anything back. I love deep and I go deeper even when I know the love isn't deep enough. Or maybe it wasn't even love, but just the idea of it. Just the idea
of love. They say I'm a fool for love, not knowing I was born to love because I am a lover. When I love how to... I don't even know how to hold back. When I love, I don't know how to play numb. Go ahead and call me dumb because I live for love. The thought of it, the feel of it, the taste of it. It's the drug I am addicted to and I don't want no rehab. I'd rather be in love, get heartbroken, cry my eyes out, feel my heart in my mouth because I am the few lucky ones who are fortunate to fall in love. There are people who can't love. They don't know what love is, what love feels like. And no matter how hard they try, they can't love because they're not lovers. You don't walk all over my heart. I'm the one that let you walk all over my heart because I am a lover. You think you were smart, but the truth is, I outsmarted you because I was just playing numb for love. I feel sorry for you because one cannot give what they don't have. I've been called clingy, needy, crazy because I love. I don't choose to love. Love chose me. I am unapologetic about it because I was born to love. I love with all my heart, body, and soul because I am a lover. They're men. My dear men, I love you. But they're men. Don't get married to a woman after a long-lasting relationship because you feel compelled to do so and not because you want to be with them or love them. Marriage should not be a compensation after a long-lasting relationship of cheating and emotional abuse. I've spoken to, a lot of couples, men, about their wives. Better still, the woman they're married to after observing where they have numerous girlfriends preferring to hang out with, their specs rather than spending time with their wives at home. They'll say, I couldn't get myself to get married to another because he don't bear me. Now, him deserve the ring, now him make him marry them. Are you a deserving man? Society will say, a better way, he been don't bear the man. Not so in the man don't married, so, my dear women, don't use your pain to measure your strengths. That's not normal. And it's not okay. We're so accustomed to suffering that we want to normalize it. Not to sorry for Bill. This is why we've convinced ourselves to believe that when you suffer for a man, when you endure the ill treatment of a man, that's when he'll love you or stay with you. Married in Sweet One Noddy, says an older woman who knows nothing but emotional, physical, and psychological abuse from the husband or from her husband her entire life. Be his peace. Why can't he be his own peace? Now for beer for the picking them, as in continue the vicious circle in normalizing abuse by raising kids in it. It's okay for a woman not to want kids. It's okay for a woman not wanting to get married. It's okay for a woman of 30 to be single. And it's okay for a woman to choose her goals over a man. Because a woman's world or worth is not and does not evolve around a man. So there, men, when you think you're doing that woman a favor by getting married to them, think about yourself. You deserve a man. Now one day, I sit down na us. Na my sister asks if I can go left him some side. I ask him, who side? He say, just come no more. And you know, say me, I don't like come out. So I don't know if you know, but me not like come out. So I just went short to go see Scap and Polo. Oh yeah, this net's na be neto. Hey. When me reach my Maya, waiting na salon bobo. All shapes and size. 6 packs, 8 packs, 4 packs, 1 pack. By the time I look to my sister, another set in just lost for me like solna soup. Me not shame before, so I just walk a safful. I saw at the sweat and shake. Like said at March 15, I just got seen up one corner side because I don't know self waiting the happen. Mama, yeah, I just hear this voice behind me. Waiting you did drink. I say, I swallow up it first. I say, Yes, he say you. What you dey drink? I say, just water. He hold me hand and we go na the bar. It just, it just pull me kanya. But me it just the spin. I don't understand what's in the happen safe. I saw the sweat and dry for me so. Feel like say what I want prove which. Heart the beats, belly the boil, foot the weak, head the shake. Hey, now so me the spin like say na top table. I been thinking, yeah, this salon bobo na head so because this kind currents na fire. That's salon bobo. Hold me and we go na the veranda. I saw the moon dey shine, soft music. He say, I wish I can snap now. So say morning. And it just hold me and say do clean. And it because of the party na be all net so. Or maybe whatever, I don't even understand. I don't remember again because plenty things be happen on next day. He do call me Kanya, hug me and kiss me forehead. Oh yo yai. Yes, wait it right. He come back. That's salon bobo. Not just fine, no, but soft spoken. Muchi macho, holding hands, kisses on the forehead. Every 5 minutes he go ask if I okay. Every other minute they ask if I comfortable. And it's not be heavy. You know, even say even. But come for think of it, now that I just wake self and sleep. Me I tell ya. I've been attacked multiple times by male colleagues, friends, acquaintances, and the only reason or crime I seem to have committed is because I am a woman. The way you dress will get you gang raped and you will have no one to blame but yourself, they say, whatever that means. They say I have to dress the way I want to be addressed to earn society's respect, they say, whatever that means. Because to earn respect as a woman in society, I have to cover up and be more dressed, they say, whatever that means. You need to wear a bra because the way your nipples are sticking out is tempting us, they say, whatever that means. One of our custodians of the law and someone who's supposed to protect us once said to us women, we solicit rape just because of what we choose or decides to wear. My niece was 18 months old when she got raped at 21 years old. Man, was her diaper too sexy and inviting? In 2018, the youngest victim of sexual penetration and rape at the Rainbow Center was 7 months old. I bet the wrapper she was in was too revealing. It's okay for a man to show his abs. 12 packs, 6 packs, 6 packs, pecs, whatever, biceps, whatever they call it. I don't want to get into it. But how dare a woman shows a calf? How dare a woman shows her cleavage? Oh, she's not a wife material, they says. Who says who by who? That's an indecent woman. By whose standards and authority? I will say this today and I'll say this any day, anytime. It's my body and it's my fundamental human right to do anything and whatever I want to do with it. Whatever I choose to wear, be it naked or not even, whatever it is, it doesn't give anyone the right to violate, abuse, harass, not talk down on me because it's my body.
Na said to me when I was a child, to me at that age, things like that were trivial for me. At that time when I was a very young girl, she said to me, they're all your sisters. I said to her, but you didn't give birth to the sisters, did you? She said to me, I don't have to give birth to them for them to be my children. At this point, I was confused. Well, she saw the confusion on my face like a lost child in a market square. She said, do you want to know the reason I call your father's wife my sister? At that point, I was dying to hear it, like a father who's been waiting for a male child after a 5th daughter. Every girl is your sister. That's how it has been from the days of our ancestors. You don't have to give birth to them or have the same mother or father. As long as she bends down to pee, as long as she bleeds every month without dying, she is your sister. Right there, right then, everything was clear to me and it couldn't be any clearer. This is what I know. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. Right now, right here, when a woman walks into a room full of both gender, a woman would be the first person to say her hair is not this or that. Another woman will answer, yes, that dress is too cheap. I can't even wear that. Another woman will re-emphasize how tacky and she's not even pretty. A few days ago, I was with a couple of sisters, and sisters were watching photos of a sister. Sister girl was smiling, holding on to a guy. Both smiles lit up a room full of 7 widows. A sister said, I can have him too, if she can. She's not even his standard. I'm sure he bought all those things she is wearing, blah, blah, blah. Why can't we be happy for happy? Why can't we be happy for happy? Why should we be sucker for happy? I was with a couple of sisters. Well, I wasn't sitting with them per se. I was eavesdropping as always. I know it's a bad habit, but I'm trying to drop it like a bad habit. These sisters were saying, I'd rather have a male boss than a female boss because a female boss is too bossy. The other one said, I can't sleep with her for favor, so it's pointless. The other one said, women are too strict. The other interrupted, that's why I'd rather support a man over a woman any day, every day. That room was a patriarchal anarchy. Enablers of patriarchal society. Contractors of patriarchal pyramid. The irony in that is because we make these men strong. Without us, they're weak. But they get their strength by dividing us. When we are at war with each other, they build on our hate for each other. This world is a battlefield for women. Society for many years has built a box for women. Their plan is to keep us in that box. Our goal is to break out of that box. A man will date multiple women because it boosts their ego. And when these women fight for him, it massages his ego. Know your worth, sister. Wear your crown, sister. Hold a sister. Be there for a sister. Above all of that, be a sister's keeper.
It's okay for a man to cry. It's okay for a man to show his emotions. It's okay for a man to show his weakness. It's okay for a man to break down. It's okay for a man to lean on someone else. It's okay for a man to ask for a helping hand. It's okay for a man to say, I'm tired. It's okay for a man to say, I can't take it anymore. Men are humans too. When raising a boy into a man, teach them the above. Because men have been taught to shove their emotions and be a man, whatever that means. This is the reason we have broken men. Men with mental illness but won't come forward. Because society expects them to shove it and be a man, whatever that means. When they say women are the weakest sex, I'd say, no, they are not. Because have you been around a man when they're having headache, migraine, stomach cramp, etc.? If you haven't, well, you should, because I have seen tons of my brothers, and it's not a pretty sight. The sight of that will send you right into menopause. Women bleed every month with cramps, but still walk around like it's nothing. Not to mention abortion, miscarriages, childbirth over and over again. Women, they are the strongest sex in my opinion. Women, these men need us as mothers, sisters, partners, confident and a shoulder to lean on. Let them know it's okay to show their emotions and there's nothing wrong with that. Let them know it's okay to listen to a woman and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to let a woman know you don't have your shit together. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to let them know showing your emotions or loving a woman is not a sign of weakness. Because most times we use other people's eyes to view things, forgetting we have eyes of our own. So men, it's okay to be human, and there is nothing wrong with that. When you pulled me away, when you pulled me closer to you, it's all I wanted to do. The smell of you is all I wanted to sniff. Get closer to you, get hold of you, get lost in you. Your breath makes me grasp for air. The butterflies in my stomach, my feet can't stand it. Subconsciously, they're giving me away. Like a bride whose bride price has already been paid. Your thick lips on my pink lips, tongues on tongues, teeth and teeth. I want to get lost in you. Looking at you makes me want to go somewhere quiet with you, away from intruders, because I want to have it quiet with you. Just looking at you makes me want to take you to Kabbalah up them hills, or maybe down the rivers and have a skinny dip with you. When I used to hear people fantasizing about someone, I used to ask myself, how do they do it? Like, how does it happen? How can one yearn for another's touch? What is butterfly anyways? Like, what is that? How can butterflies enter one's stomach? How can a touch make your knees weak without being hit with a rod? Am I a victim of my subconscious mind? Or am I being bewitched? This is not Juju. Because this is not normal. It's not normal at all. I am an African, yes. I am from Kabbalah. Yes, me not that girl from Kabbalah. With just one touch, I've lost my mind. With just one kiss, I want to be with you. Dusk till dawn, you and me and you, I'm lost in you. I don't know what this feeling is, or somehow, how to describe it, but I don't want to stop this. I do dream about it, laying on your bare chest, pillow talks, beach walks, long walks. I just want to be in a moment with you, alone. Not just alone, but alone. I hope, I know you get it. I want to get lost in you. I don't know about tomorrow, because what if tomorrow never comes? I feel safe with you. I get lost in time when I'm with you. I wish I could freeze time when I'm with you. Minutes, hours, days, months, years. Even if we don't make it that far. But I know I'm happy with you. I get to spend a part of my life with you. So whatever that means, I am lost in you.
Growing up as a girl child, I often heard the whisper curse, a rarely girl. Whenever voices clash in heated debates, a man will spit it out like a venom, a weapon to wound, to put her in her place. It clung to my ears, settled in my bones. As a teenager, the echoes grew louder, louder, and louder, and louder still. Walk past a pack of boys, they hiss, they call, they beckon, ignore them, like a reflex they snare, a rarely girl. Again, it lodged itself in my mind. As an adult, success comes with a price tag. As a woman, unmarried, drives her own car, or lays the foundation of her own home, whispers snare, accusations fly. She must be a rarely girl. If she dares to rise, to strive, to stand alone, then surely a rarely girl explains it. But as I navigate through this world of patriarchy, I finally see the truth they try to bury. A rarely girl is a brand they born upon, the strong, independent, the fierce. It is the label given to the non-conformist, the go-getter, and the woman who dares. But what my not to load my aid, Uncle Mr. Dande, make I ask you, you don't follow this rarely girl? You even follow this rarely girl? All woman are rarely girl. Okay, but we agree. So you want to tell me, say, you know how born yourself for rarely? Cause you are not self na woman, so Uncle tell me how you want to do am. So this title, they wield as an insult. The name, they cast like a stone in the streets. I pick it up, I polish it, I wear it like a crown. Because I am strong, I am powerful, I am unapologetic, bold and free. I am an African woman, a rarely girl in all her glory. So yes, you can call me a certified rarely girl.
People always have shit to say when it's not them. People like to give out opinions when it's not them because it's free. Oh yeah, they took the easy way out. Why don't they face their demons, they say, instead of running away from them? So man them rather stay high than stay low.
One sleep, two sleep, not enough. So man then take lines. Lines too expensive. Now mommy in La Paz if na iron no savings. Cause man the one for stay high. Take ya, sell ya, and that cut ya, put ya. Because man the one for stay high. Here's the thing about demons. They pick their praise. Day in, day out, because misery like company. You know, they often say, oh yeah, misery like company. They won't leave you because they enjoy your company. They stick with you because you are their company. Demons crawl up on you. They enter through your subconscious. I know this because I have my demons too. And they've been around for the longest. And when I mean longest, I mean even before I know what demons are. And knowing that, demons are the strongest. Sometimes you just want to be high because being high keeps them away. But just after the high, they go like, hey, there you are, where have you been? Then the illusion of being high becomes your reality. But these realities becomes a shadow of who you once are, and the illusion becomes who you are. Nobody wants to be the black sheep. Nobody wants to let their family down, and nobody wants to be the laughingstock of their family. And nobody will want to give in to these demons. But sometimes when the illusion becomes your reality, then you become the embodiment of these demons. Sometimes it's easier to look from the outside and say, well, that can never be me. Okay, Mr., Miss, Goody Two Shoes. These demons chooses. And when you get a day to be in these people's shoes, until then, shut the fuck up. Most times it's hard to do, you know, sometimes it had to deal with. And most times it has nothing to do with relationship, material things, or financial issues. We just start feeling worthless and loses interest in living. Sometimes we just want to be in bed, and sometimes we want to sleep days on end. We don't want to get out of bed. These demons don't care about status, race, gender, or religion. They're just there, waiting like a prey, and it's just a matter of time before they get you. Whenever you feel like you want to say shit about someone fighting their demons, always remember, it could be you. So, shut the fuck up about demons that you don't know. Because these demons, no matter what, they will get you, one way or the other.
This myth has been passed on from generation unto generation into generations and generations. Good sex keeps a man. You have to be good in bed to keep a man. You have to be dirty in bed to be able to keep a man. You have to be a whore in bed to be, able to keep a man. When you fuck him good, no matter how far he goes, he'll always come back to you. Oh well, good luck with HIV, STIs and STDs. Reality check. How many guys have you done 6'9", 360, 96, wheelbarrow, flying on the ceiling and jumping on the bed with? Where are they now? Side note, you can't keep a man who doesn't want to be kept. The only person that'll be able to keep a man is a man. Men will ask a woman of anything and everything to fulfill their sexual desires, fantasies, especially men that are into pornography. They will watch porn and they will start asking you, and they will want you to do everything and everything they've seen in it. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people are sadists, some are into BDSM. This takes me back to where psychologists say sociopath. Oh, okay, no, wait, let me take that back. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people are sadists, some are into BDSM. This takes me back to where psychology says, wait, why am I mumbling? Yes, because it's mind-boggling, actually. So don't get me wrong, a lot of people are sadists, some are into BDSM. This takes me back to psychologists. What psychologists said. or says, like they say, okay, I might take a break because I'm talking about this and it's getting redundant, I think. But again, I'll try to get it straight. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people are into, BDSM because they're sadists. But it takes me back to where psychologists says sociopaths are not born but made. Women who do adult films or adult movies, pornography as you call it, have to prepare themselves for weeks or months, even to be able to play a certain role or roles. I've watched most of those documentaries because I have interest in them. Some takes time to recover, but I bet all these men are asking their women to act like them don't know this. Sex ed says, if it inflicts pain, don't do it, because the slightest pain may cause the biggest damage. Women, I know society taught us to pleasure our men, be submissive, blah, 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 X, Y, Z, whatever that means. The whole 9 yards. But please don't kill yourself because you want to please a man, all in the name of not wanting to leave him or, him going to another woman. I beg of you, enjoy sex. You deserve to enjoy sex. Make sure you reach orgasm. Sex without orgasm is like going to the university and being denied your degree. If he happens to get there before you, ask him to help you get there. You help him get his. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Let us rise above hate and give peace a chance, because hate will eat you up alive. Hate is a virus that's contagious and addictive, but hate cannot survive where love is, because love makes hate weak. When you start looking past tribe, religion, sexuality, and color, when you stop looking at the above and focus on sisterhood and brotherhood, the red, gold, and green is not just a color. It's bigger than us all because it's who we are. They say it takes a whole village to raise a child because my mother don't need to be around to look after me. It's the responsibility of the entire village to make sure I'm well taken care of. We are all kinsmen. We believe in brotherhood. We believe in sisterhood. We're brothers' keeper. We are our brother's keeper. The things that bind us is not visible, but it's rooted in our blood and sweat, because that's who we are as a people. They say when your neighbor's house is on fire, if you don't put it out, yours will be next. Chinua Achebe said, a man who calls his kinsmen to feast does not do so to save them from starving. They all have food in their own homes. When we gather together in the moonlight village ground, it is not because of the moon. Every man can see it in his home compound. We come together because it's good for kinsmen to do so. We were together as one. We had each other's back. We look out for each other. What is yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. But we've let outsiders divide us. They told us what we wanted to hear instead of what we need to hear. They penetrated the things that held us together, and now our center cannot hold. Like an elastic that has outdone its limit. They say learning is better than silver and gold. But why are they still coming to get our gold? How about they take their learning and leave our gold for us? Remember, when you allow someone to feed you, you've given them the power to starve you. You don't know this, but let me tell you, poverty is a mindset, and we need to emancipate ourselves and let loose of the invisible shackles. They keep telling you you're poor, but yet they can't live without you. They give you loans you don't need, just so they could control you. so they could tell you what to wear, eat, leave, etc. The system is sick, and where it's kill.
In 2018, Aisatu waved goodbye to her son, a 16 years old, as he left for school like he always do. On that same day, well, not a special day, it's on the same day, Mariama adjusts his 17-year-old son's uniform, kiss and tell him, "I'll see you after school." Aisatu's son wanted to be a lawyer when he grows up. Mariama's son wanted to play professional football like Mohamed Kalon. He said to his mother, "I'll be the next LAJ." Mariama said, "You can be anything you want to be in this life. Just focus on your education." On that same day, Aisatu got a phone call. Upon arrival, Aisatu saw her lifeless son's body on an omolanke. When Mariama heard the news of her son being shot on his back, she went into coma. His 17-year-old son lying on the ground like a log of wood. When the youth of a small hilly town had heard about their proposed youth village being taken away from them, they lost all hopes of empowerment. They decided to do a peaceful march, not knowing it's going to be a bloody mass. And some of them would make it back home that day. Violation of international standard, which states that firearms must never be used to disperse a crowd and should only be used when there is a real and imminent threat to life. Brahma said, "I was running to head home when I was shot on my back, sitting on his wheelchair. He said, I used to do construction work, but now I'm a vegetable." While the shooting of live bullets on peaceful protesters. Abdullah was shot during a student protest in the south. He lives with a bullet in his heart and needs a medical treatment abroad during a workers' peace march in 2007. 2 people were shot and killed. In July 2020, hundreds gathered on a rainy day to do a peaceful protest in the north for the fear of their electricity being taken away from them. 4 people were shot and killed, including a 15-year-old kid who hasn't finished high school. After 4 years of studying hard in uni, Binta's name was missing in the graduation list. Binta wanted to know why her name wasn't on the list. She was brutalized, stripped of her clothes, just because they can. Just because. I used to know a boy, he's a sweet boy, a humble boy, a higher IQ. His family failed him. The system failed him. April 2021, I was told Victor, that's his name. Victor was among those inmates killed at the Pademba Road prison in 2020. Trigger fingers, happy fingers, others from the above. You know, oh, that's Nami fingers. I go jump on top of your body fingers. Alpha got shot and killed over his phone on his own property. Pademba Road shooting. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Because Victor is just one kid who got up in the system. Victor got shot and killed in a system. Nobody knows, not even his family. 6 months later, someone met me and said, "Fantacee, Victor don't die." I can go on and on and on and on and on. Sometimes I just mumble and stammer and, I couldn't actually get the words out. People get abused. I mean, the police could do anything and everything and just get away with it. They were supposed to protect people. They were supposed to be there for people. They were supposed to be the ones fighting for people. But it's the other way around. They can do anything and everything to you because your human right doesn't exist. They can brutalize you. They can do whatever, cut off your hair, shave your hair just because they can. They could arrest you and say you did this, that, or, anything they could actually, say. And nothing would happen. I have a lot to say, but sometimes when I open my mouth and I want to say them, I can't. Because no amount of word could actually describe the inhuman treatment of what people have been going through in Sierra Leone and what they're still going through. These are just my thoughts. You might call it ranting, chanting, talking, but I'm just talking from the heart. It might not be what you want to hear. It might not be something that you need to hear. But someday, somehow, I hope someone out there listens. So he said to me on our first date, I like my pussy smelling good. Sometimes, like rose, or maybe lavender, or better still, vanilla. I was sitting there looking at him like, oh, you mean my vagina? He said, well, it's mine because I'm going to own it. I said to him, you realize it's not an attachment and it's part of my body. So how do you expect a human organ to smell like a plant? I mean, you are what you eat. So whatever you eat is what you get down there. Onions, garlic, pineapple, etc. So I stay away from too much onions and garlic. But how can I eat a rose? He interrupted like, well, you could put some perfume or lady fragrance in there because I don't like my pussy smelling, having all this fishy smell. And I said, oh, wait, you mean my vagina? Because the last time I checked, vagina does have a scent, like every part of the body, and it's natural. And yes, a scent, because I don't want to call it a smell. He interrupted again. Oh, I don't even like my pussy to you because, you get slippery with no grip. And then, I don't even like giving heads, and because the saliva might get it wet. And he said, wait, he said, here's the thing. I don't like hair. The sight of hair turns me off. In fact, the sight of hair on my pussy is a no-go area. I said, wait, you mean my vagina? He said, well, I'm going to own it. He said, I said, as he was stumbling, and I said, wait, do you realize there is no vagina without hair? And then he was like, well, I don't like hair on my vagina. Just the sight of it, no. I was like, wait. You have to love hair. Because if you love vagina, you have to love hair. Because hair grows around it and almost in it. So if you don't like hair, he interrupted again. My pussy should be smooth like a baby's bum. At this point, I wasn't having it. I said to him, I like being touched. Like, not just being touched, but like being touched. In sport that will make my vagina drip and make my pants wet like Niagara Falls. Suck on my nipple, kiss my neck, slide your fingers inside me. And, when I'm dripping, you slide your whole bin inside of me. And I'll welcome your whole bin down there. He interrupted again. Why can't we just go straight to the point instead of running in circles? Because you and I know that's where we're going to end. I said to him, you see down there? I mean, my vagina? My vagina is my world. I treat her with so much love and tenderness. She needs to be pampered and harnessed. If I can get her wet and make her come in 5 minutes, I wouldn't allow anyone to treat her less than she truly deserves. And that was the end of the date, because I love my vagina.
Al-Hajj's wife. She is Al-Hajj's wife. Not merely wedded by ceremony, but born, molded, and draped in the prophecy of being his. A life etched in whispers and gold-laced daydreams, longed by for many, but only a chosen few walk in such silk-traded faith. Al-Hajj's wife. Her name? A soft chant of reverence, admired in hushed tones, yet silently envied by those who dare not say it loud. She is both the muse and the mystery, the jewel in a man's crown and the ache in another woman's ribs. She is a dawn, not in mere clothes, but in stories, stitched with opulence. Fabrics that journeyed from Bamako to Paris, Dubai to the gates of heaven. Her skin, a cascade of sun rays and motion. When she enters, the light must shift to make room for her glow. Her teeth gleam like stolen diamonds from Sierra Leone, while her gum, dark as polished ebony, framed a smile that could ignite forgotten rooms. She walked in fragrance, imported and ancient, oils and otters from the hearts of the Middle East, scent trails that linger after she is gone, haunted memories like incense in a sacred shrine. To be Al-Hajj's wife is not a title. It is a profession, a calling, a station. She lifts no finger, for she commands the air around her. Maids move like shadows. Tasks vanish at the raise of her brow. Her only duty? To exist, to smile, to grace, to open the gates of Alhaja's heart to guests fortunate enough to breathe in her vicinity. She sits, not on a chair, but upon a throne nestled in the center of a room large enough to cradle nations. Her world, a rotation altar of admiration, where everything turns to face her. She doesn't chase time. Time waits for her. She doesn't fight light. Light borrows from her aura. Alhaja's wife, not just a woman, but an embodiment of a power in silence, of wealth in softness, of reverence, born not just from the riches, but from the mythology of being her, Alhaja's Prick Nugget's shoulder. Prick Nugget's shoulder. Puts the aid, the rest go enter. A warning dressing with, a provide soak in silence, passed from grandmother's mouth to granddaughter's ears, like sacred incense trailing through time. He said, it's just a kiss. Let's just chill, no pressure, just a tip. But the ancestors already warned me. Prick Nugget's shoulder. You see, it's stuck like honey on the tongue, but turns vinegar in the veins. Small entry, big consequences. A smile here, a lie there, then suddenly I'm explaining myself. For a body I didn't give permission to be entered. Mama used to say, if you know one boil, not test fire. Oh. And auntie say, if you open small door, trouble go pass with boots. But the world calls us prude if we protect ourselves. Lose if we don't. Virginity as trophy. Consent as comedy. But let's be real. There are no shoulders on that thing. It doesn't knock politely, nor ask to stay. It slips with words, crawl through guilt, camouflage as love, and claim space it was never invited to. Prick Nugget's shoulder. You put the address go enter. So guard your temple with gates and fire. Know that no is a full sentence. And if you must dance, dance with a spirit that knows rhythm. No one that fakes steps just to invade your stage. To my sisters, you're not meat for hungry wolves. You're not a stage for untrained actors. You're not a lesson someone must learn the hard way. So remember, Prick Nugget's shoulder. Once you allow the aid, the rest they go enter, foop. Let the ending be yours.
Let me go. Can you let me go? I don't know why we can stand each other, yet can't seem to let go of one another. Like fire and smoke, like flesh and bone. I walk away, but you won't leave me alone. You walk too? I wish you peace. Yet, my restless thoughts never found release. We vanish for weeks, stay ghost for months, and then ding attacks. And I feel the punch, like magnets pulling from distant zone. I can't leave you, and you won't leave me alone. That's what I hate, this binding chain, this endless loop of love and pain. I'm not even mad when you're with them, with those girls. I just want your joy to color your wall. 'Cause when you're smiling, my heart finds light, even if I'm crying alone at night. You're the male in me, I'm the woman in you. A mirror crack, still reflecting truth. And that's the part that haunts my sleep. We fit too well, yet the wound runs deep. Why can't you let me go? Tell me why. I'm a question mark with no reply. It's toxic, I know, but I'm helpless still. Hooked on the taste of a love that kills. They say I'm too good for you, too good for someone like you. But they don't see what's underneath. How do I tell them I'm under your spell? That I drown in you and love the swell. How? You know my demons, I know yours. We've danced with them behind closed doors. Why can't we shut the world outside and guard this madness where love collides? I'm begging you from my aching soul. If you won't love me whole, then let me go. But if you're staying, then let's quit the stuff. Let's stop being idiots, or call this love, or let me go. And I'll do the same.